Hey everybody, just giving you an update on stuff I'm working on. These are going to be the clear bases that I'm going to be using for these bad boys right here. These are all going to be asteroids that I'm planning on using in my Star Wars kind of Starfleet Battles game at Origins. These are the smaller ones I have to yet paint up. Also, I'm planning on making a deck style table using those cups supporting the decks, and this can be over lava, it can be over anything. You know, it's really just based on your imagination. I was thinking I could do another video on painting these. Again, these are simply just they're torn bits of polystyrene with a heat tool dotted into them to create the look of asteroids. For instance, there you go. The lighting is absolutely horrid. Maybe over here that'll look better. Let's switch it up. Now, someone said that you can use lava rocks, and you certainly can. But there's a lot of them that they have kind of a smooth surface with a couple of pop marks in it. If you've ever looked at you know, live like NASA footage, or you know, stuff taken by camera of asteroids, they're usually not quite inundated with pop marks like lava rock is. But it is quite dramatic, and I have absolutely nothing against that particular technique or using that material for that purpose. Again, you know, you'd want to do it the same kind of way. You want to get the black lava rock, not the red, because then you've got to dip it or paint it, and it's extremely porous, and everybody knows when paint dries it shrinks, and then all of a sudden you've got all these little red holes in the you know, all over your asteroids. So it's frustrating to say the least, and you're right, I'm talking through experience. If there's a wrong way to do it, trust me, I've found it. But this is an excellent way to utilize your scrap, guys. Very easy. Like I said, anybody who's ever worked with polystyrene knows that it's got a what's the word I'm looking for? A grain like wood, and that works really well for stone, because stone, you know, originally was hot, originally flows, and then it solidifies, and then when it breaks apart, you can usually see the grain of the stone. I mean, stone can even bend if it's over an incredibly long distance. I remember having it shown to me in a class where there was this hill, and the hill at one point was flat. It had gotten pushed up, and you see the grain of stone arching over, you know, hundreds and hundreds of yards, but it bends even. I mean, like, you can bend wood if it's, you know, if it's slight enough and over a long enough distance. So it's very interesting. A lot of people say, "Oh, that looks fake" or something like that. But when you actually study the real world and the materials in the real world, there's a lot of stuff there that really kind of defies normal logic, but it really is true, and that will help your work at a subconscious level with people that you work with. Even things like lighting effects, and really trying to recognize how it fades, how it can throw shadows in strange shapes depending on the angle of it, or on the surface it's projected on. You know, all these different things have an effect. For a while there was a big push in painting for it was like non-highlighted metals or something like that, and it was really interesting because depending on how you want to portray the light and depending on the surface, you get these big different bands of metal color, and some of it's the shade, some of it's the light. People like AG Productions and the others, I can't think of any people off the top of my head. I don't know if Sean and his crew at Blue Table Painting have ever done that. It wouldn't surprise me though. They do everything. And just there's so many talented artists out there. I'm gonna just shut up because I'm gonna miss most of them, and I feel bad I'm not mentioning more, but the more I mention, the more someone's gonna say, well, why didn't you mention me? You know, and my job is not to disrespect anybody. I don't consider myself particularly talented. If anything, I try and be creative, and then you tend to find things. But there's a lot of people out there that have a lot more talent than I do, and I always encourage people to look around and check out the other talent, because we're very lucky. We're extremely lucky to have the fantastic group of talent that we've got here on YouTube. So hopefully I'll get everything done and get it down there and get it photo op for you guys, and videoed, and you guys can check out the ultra cool personalities that are on YouTube. I'm not considering myself one of them. I'm just kind of an observer. I'm an observer that posts a lot, I guess. So, but anyhow, I'm gonna let you guys go, and hopefully I'll have some more cool stuff to show you guys tomorrow. So take care, love you, bye bye.